For decades, Neptune was considered one of the most predictable planets in our solar system, a distant ice giant, cold, dark, silent. But then the James Webb Space Telescope looked at Neptune with unprecedented detail and found something that shouldn't exist, something scientists weren't expecting to see, something that challenges what we thought we knew about the eighth planet from the Sun. At first, researchers believed it was a mistake, a processing error, a camera artifact, but the data kept coming back the same. And now astronomers are racing to understand what James Webb may have uncovered. Tonight, we'll explore the impossible discovery on Neptune that has scientists questioning everything. And the final explanation may be even stranger than the mystery itself. The planet that shouldn't be interesting. Neptune sits nearly 3 billion miles from Earth. At that distance, sunlight is 900 times weaker than it is here. Temperatures plunge below -200 degrees Celsius. Most people think of Neptune as a frozen, lifeless world, but appearances can be deceptive. Neptune is home to the fastest winds in the solar system. Some storms race across the planet at over 1,200 miles per hour. That's faster than the speed of sound. For decades, astronomers struggled to study Neptune because it is so far away. Even the Hubble Space Telescope could only reveal limited details. Then James Webb arrived, and everything changed. James Webb sees Neptune like never before. When James Webb pointed its infrared instruments toward Neptune, scientists expected sharper images, maybe a few atmospheric surprises. What they got was far more dramatic. For the first time in decades, Neptune's faint rings appeared with extraordinary clarity. Bright atmospheric structures emerged across the planet. Cloud systems previously hidden became visible. But one feature immediately caught researchers' attention. Neptune's atmosphere wasn't behaving the way it was supposed to. Something strange was happening near the planet's upper atmosphere, and nobody expected what came next. The impossible discovery. For years, scientists believed Neptune's atmosphere was cooling. Observations suggested temperatures were steadily dropping. The trend seemed well established. Then James Webb looked closer, and the numbers didn't make sense. Certain atmospheric regions appeared dramatically different from predictions. Temperatures had shifted faster than expected. Cloud formations appeared where models said they shouldn't. Some atmospheric behaviors seemed to change on surprisingly short timescales. Imagine monitoring a planet for decades, believing you understand its climate, then suddenly discovering it may be changing far faster than your theories allow. That's exactly what happened, and it raised a disturbing possibility. What if scientists don't fully understand how Neptune works? The mystery of the missing heat. Here's where things become truly strange. Neptune receives very little energy from the Sun, yet it emits significantly more energy than it receives. In other words, the planet is generating excess heat. But why? Scientists have debated this question for decades. Some theories suggest leftover heat from Neptune's formation. Others point toward internal gravitational processes. But James Webb's observations indicate the story may be more complicated. The planet's atmosphere appears to respond in ways current models struggle to explain. And the deeper researchers investigate, the more questions emerge. A world that shouldn't be this active. Think about where Neptune exists. It sits at the edge of the solar system, far from the Sun, far from major gravitational influences. It should be relatively quiet. Instead, it's astonishingly active. Massive storms appear and disappear. Cloud systems evolve rapidly. Winds reach incredible speeds. And now James Webb is revealing atmospheric details unlike anything seen before. Scientists are beginning to realize that Neptune may not be a frozen relic of the outer solar system. It may be one of its most dynamic worlds. And that realization is forcing researchers to rethink decades of assumptions. The terrifying possibility. The most unsettling part isn't the discovery itself. It's what it means. If our climate models struggle to predict Neptune, a planet we've studied for generations, what else are we missing? Neptune serves as a natural laboratory for understanding giant planets, not just in our solar system, But across the galaxy, thousands of exoplanets resemble Neptune. If we misunderstand Neptune, we may misunderstand countless worlds beyond our solar system as well. One unexpected observation could ripple through entire fields of planetary science, and that's exactly why astronomers are paying close attention. What happens next? James Webb is still collecting data. Each new observation reveals details previous generations of telescopes could never see. Scientists are now comparing decades of Neptune observations against Webb's findings. Some mysteries may eventually be solved, others may deepen. Because every time humanity builds a more powerful telescope, the universe reminds us how little we truly know. And Neptune is proving to be no exception. For years, Neptune seemed like one of the most understood planets in the outer solar system. Then James Webb looked closer, and suddenly old assumptions began to crumble. Unexpected atmospheric behavior, strange temperature changes, and new mysteries that scientists are still trying to explain. Was this simply a gap in our knowledge? Or has James Webb uncovered something far more significant? Only future observations will tell, but one thing is certain: the deeper we look into the universe, the stranger it becomes. And sometimes the most terrifying discoveries aren't the things we find. They're the things we realize we never understood in the first place. If you enjoyed this journey into one of the newest mysteries revealed by James Webb, subscribe for more space documentaries and cosmic discoveries, because the universe still has many secrets left to reveal.